We're so sorry for the loss for your department, because this was a deputy. This was a member of your office, and you and I were talking before the show. It hits you. It really does. This has been very hard for you guys.
It does, and the handler's doing really well, but he's taking it hard, as everybody in the organization has.
And you said the second that collar comes off and that dog's off duty, that's a family dog.
It is. They go home every night. The handler probably spends 10 hours a day with them, but they're a family member, so when he's home, he's just like a pet, like everybody else.
Yeah, it is really sad. Let's talk a little bit about this investigation, because it is ongoing.
It is.
One person behind bars, one person still in the hospital.
Yes.
A lot of questions surrounding why did this go down the way it went down. Clear some things up for us and update us on where you guys stand in your investigation.
Yeah, well, make no doubt about it. These two individuals posed a very clear and present danger to this community, without a doubt. So they were very serious people that committed crimes in this neighborhood and in this community. They were wanted on first-degree murder charges. That's very serious in itself. So once we determined where they were at, you only have three options with this. One, let them go. That's not going to happen. We're not going to let them go, that's for sure. Go back out in the community and continue to hurt people. Number two is let them get in the car, and then they drive out of the parking lot. Now you're in a situation that's not controlled. You could get in traffic accidents, you could have a family that crashes into, they could take somebody hostage, or they could end up getting away. That is not an option to let them get in that car. The third option, which we chose, is a controlled situation. We were in full control of this. It was over 150 yards away from the entrance to the mall. We had that perimeter controlled. There was nobody from the public that was ever in any serious danger. So that's the controlled situation. That was the right place to do it. And those two men were not going to leave that parking lot and go back out in the community and be a threat to the public again. So we did the right thing. The only people that were in jeopardy were us. We do this all the time. The Tactical Street Unit, that's what they do. They take bad guys into custody. This individual decided he wasn't going to go, and he was going to try to shoot his way out of this, including killing the deputies. And unfortunately, the dog, life was lost. But at the end of the day, that's what these dogs do. That's what they're there for. They're there to save the lives of the deputies. And that's what that dog did. He gave his all, and he did what he was trained to do.
And you and I were talking, if it weren't for that dog, then we could be dealing with a much different situation today.
I think what's got lost a little bit is these two deputies were in armed combat with this man. He was going to try to shoot his way out of this, and he would kill whoever stood in his way. So unfortunate the dog is dead, but he did his job. He was a good boy.
He's a hero.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely a hero. So let's talk a little bit about what your department is doing to make sure that Seago is honored appropriately.
Yeah, we're going to give him a good send-off. He was a member of the Sheriff's Office, and we're going to give him the same memorial as we do almost as a fallen deputy. It will be at 10 o'clock in the morning, Thursday morning, out at Coral Sky. We're expecting a pretty good crowd because, face it, there's a lot of people that love dogs in this community and across Florida. So we're going to have, it won't be a long ceremony, probably 45 minutes, and then we're going to serve some food afterwards. But we will give him the appropriate send-off and recognition that he deserves for his service to the community.
And this is open to the community?
It's open to the public. We welcome anybody that wants to come. There's plenty of parking, plenty of seating, and if you want to come and show your respects, we would love to have you there.
And talk really quickly, you touched on it, how the handler is doing.
The handler's doing pretty good. I mean, you got to remember, number one, he lost his dog, but number two, he was in armed combat with this individual. He could have lost his life if it hadn't been for that dog taking that first bullet and giving us the opportunity to appropriately respond. He could have been dead on the ground himself. So, not only did he lose his partner, but he was also face-to-face combat with this individual. So he had a double hit there, but he's doing okay. He'll be back to work and going ahead. We're going to get him another partner and train him up, and he'll be back in service.
That's great. And this suspect's still in the hospital, expected to survive?
Yes. The next couple weeks will be critical to him, but he is in the hospital, and if he survives, we'll take him to trial.
Right, sounds good. Sheriff, thank you so much. And of course, we'll be covering this memorial service for Seago. Again, that is Thursday, 10 a.m., Coral Sky Amphitheater in West Palm Beach. Getting, as you said, the proper send-off for this hero and a member of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing, and thank you so much
for
your
service.
Yeah, we appreciate it.